Welcome to Inside Sim Racing and another test drive. And today I'm actually test driving two things. First of all, I'm going to test drive this new 4-gate. I guess actually it's 5 gates because, I'll give you guys a little close up there. 5 gates because it's got the reverse, but it's a 4-speed gate really by Right Gates, and I'd like to thank them for sending this to me. Going to install this in the TH8 R8 shifter and take the new super late model from iRacing for a test drive at Rockingham, and figure it was fitting to check this out at the same time. So gonna get this installed, get the track and car booted up, and do another test drive. Okay, so I'm all set up now. I got the shift plate installed. Not sure how much of a difference it's going to make, but it's cool to just have the four gates. Again, alpha build, super late model. And again, things may change. You know, I'm sure they're going to change. As a matter of fact, I got a new build just this morning. So this is still evolving. So this may be a little bit different than what you see. Actually, I'm going to Thompson because I found a setup for Thompson on the in the Alpha forum, so I'm going to use that. I've got the TX 450 Italia Thrustmaster racing wheel, and I've got the GT rim. It's a little bit bigger, and I prefer that for oval. And Sim Instruments dash, running Sim Vibe, Buttkickers. Let's check this thing out. So I'm going to run a few laps, talk about what I'm feeling, and then try to let loose here and see what I can do. This thing's got a lot of grip coming out of the corners for starters. Sounds like it's bottoming out a little bit, which is cool. I've only run Thompson in the street stock, so it's getting down the straights a lot faster. Let me turn down the sound here a little bit so you guys can hear me. It's getting down the straights a lot faster than it did in the street stock. Gotta say, it seems planted better than I remember. It's been a while since I've run the late model. Trying to get it a little loose there. Getting some good feeling in the in Sim Vibe. A little contact on the wall. All right, so I'm going to go for a couple laps. Really, like I said, not much to say here going around Thompson. Except for this feels awesome. So I think I might be racing this thing coming season. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Lots of feeling in the wheel going into the corners. .19.678 is my best lap. See if I can come close to that one again. Do it that way. Bouncing off the wall. Alright, 2 laps, I'll keep my mouth shut. Not like that, off the wall. But hey, it's a stock car, what the heck. You guys bang the walls all the time. try to get it down there so I can get some neck. Whoa! All right, I think I'll call it a day there for Thompson. It's fun though. I like it a lot. That's definitely going to be a nice addition. Actually, while I'm at it, I think I'm going to run a couple laps at Langley. It was another place that I had a setup for. Or I didn't have a setup. I grabbed one off of the out of the Alpha forums. But let's switch over to Langley. Langley, this thing is a tight track. I'd never run here. Saw that there was a setup available, but man, this thing is a little bull ring. There's no straightaway. It's basically a circle, but it's going to be interesting to see some races going on here. Let me change over to the Langley setup. Yeah, basically, one of the guys in the Alpha was helping create some fixed setups. So let's take this for a little spin here. Run a couple laps, show you guys Langley. Super late model at Langley. Feel the bumps in the track. Gotta love that. There's like cracks going across the track and I could feel them as I went over them. And you're just constantly driving this thing sideways. Whoa! It's amazing that guys race on tracks like this, man. They must have some serious bumping and banging going on here. In real life, like I said, there's no straightaway. You can see me sawing it. I can feel this thing catching or getting loose like that. I know most oval guys don't like to run force feedback, but I do. I like to feel what's going on. 16 seconds a lap here. All right, let me run a couple laps here. Woo! 16.103, spun it again, but that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Got a feeling it's going to be a favorite in the oval fleet now. So there you have it. Whew. Thing looks pretty wicked too. There's my spin. Thing looks pretty wicked. It's a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to doing some racing in this. I gotta get doing some racing this season. I've been missing out last year. I didn't race much, but I'm going to try my best to get out there and do some racing. William Marsh, our new blogger, has been wanting me to join him, and I'm going to run the 2.4 hours of Daytona this week. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's going to wrap up super late model, alpha build, iRacing. Checking out the right gate 4-speed shifter, which worked great. You know, it's nice not to worry about having to upshift or into 5th or anything, or 6th. That's going to wrap it up. I'm Darren Ganji. I'll see you next time.